Today I'm unboxing an Amazon electronics return pallet that is worth almost $13,000 that I paid a little bit over $3,000 for. Now, if we take a quick look around as we go through this, you'll be able to see why I bought this pallet. And again, we never really know how the condition of things are inside, but we know what's on the manifest. And if you can't tell, we have things like this insanely long monitor, which should be 49 inches long. We have some more Nintendo Switch. We always are finding things like this. And then we have some more stuff like Yamaha, potentially guitars right here. So you guys are gonna see today us unbox this, test all the products out, see if they work, and see if we can potentially make a profit. We've been on a hot streak lately because I have been knowing where to look. I'm no longer gonna spend money on wasteful pallets that don't have good things on them. There's still the risk that those items might not work, but if you buy from the right place, you'll have better luck. Now, everybody always asks where we get them from. We get these from bulk, we get them from liquidation.com, we get them from direct liquidation, B-Stock, all these different places. I don't want to promote specifically one of those because I don't know if you're gonna run into things where you lose money, and I don't want to be the one who's responsible for that. But those are the 4 main sites that I shop on. You just be very careful of who you're shopping through, who you're looking at, who you're gonna buy from, and then just paying attention to what they had the values at. And there's a whole lot to it, but I know everybody always asks, so there's that information. So let's get into it. Monitors seem to be one of the biggest things in a lot of these return pallets, and that's good for me. And we're gonna see if we can find another potential replacement for my home gaming computer and office setup. This is over $1,000 monitor right here. Oh baby, there's some good stuff in here, guys. We might even be dipping in the world of coffee today on this pallet. Off the jump, let's do it. This Samsung Odyssey OLED G9. You guys saw in the past, we had the Odyssey Arc, which is one of the greatest monitors that I've ever seen in my life. This is a 49-inch ultra wide monitor. 49 inches, guys. That is insane. That's like having 3 monitors set up. So we're gonna see how it is. I assume that it's curved. The problem is, if you watch the last one we did with monitors, I would say, how many of those work, Nick? Like 3? Out of 10?
75% of them had some sort of damage.
Something wrong, damage. So this is not from the same place. So I'm hoping this one's a little bit better because I did end up using one of those monitors last time, but let's pull this out. So we got cables here. Looks like all the cables are still in there. Oh, we'll see, which is good. Power brick. We got a base stand here. So there's the base. This is for like a arm mount, what's it called? Vesa mount. And then here is the stand. So let's put this together. Now, I'm gonna put this together here, test it. If it works, we're gonna take it home and see if it's going to replace my main setup. And it's gonna be tough because my setup is pretty elite right now. I've been building it up, but this monitor retails for around $1,100. That's how much, if you were to buy this, it would go for. Secondary market, it doesn't hold its value as well, but we'll see how it looks. Here it is. This is always the moment of truth. What I like to do in this scenario is put this on to make it easier to pull out. Should go like this, yep. Then we should be able to lift it up. All right, moment of truth.
You should show me.
How are we looking? You look to this corner. There's some bubbling there.
There's some bubbling here, but
it doesn't look
it
damaged.
does not. It looks brand new to me.
This thing is so wide. Hold on, I need to move this. This is insanity.
When you were holding it, you could tell.
Look at that. That looks nuts. All right, let's check if something happened here. That looks perfect. That looks absolutely perfect. No damage. Let's put that back on. Now we have to do the test. So I actually do, if this power's on, I'm gonna take this home and really try this out. Everyone, like I have friends and family that always are telling me, go ultra wide, because I use 2 monitors right now. Let's try to turn it on. Oh, we got it. I'm gonna look behind here. Yeah, dude, this is fine. There's a little HDMI thing up there. Oh, it's gone now. That looks good. Okay, yeah, there we go.
I would leave that film on until you get it back to your house.
Oh, 100%. Let's take this home. Let's put it up on my desk. Let me show you guys my at-home setup real quick and then cut back. So here's my current desk setup. I've showed you guys this a little bit before, but let me give you some updates. I got a couple monitor arms, got a VESA mount on here so I can kind of swing this around, put it vertical if I want. I also got a swing arm for this, so when I'm playing Xbox, I can either pull it out or I can push it back, either one of those. Now, you might notice this monitor. This is the monitor that has the little bit of a scratch from the pallet. It is amazing. I don't even need and worry about that. After putting it in here, this monitor is elite, and maybe I'll upgrade it and get one without a scratch, but it does not bother me at all. I also added this monitor riser here. So here's how it looks if I want to do this vertical. It adjusts to that. If you guys want a full desk tour, like complete desk tour, I'll put it on my second channel potentially. So let me know in the comments down below if you want that, and I'll film it for my second channel, but we might have some other monitors to try to put on here now. The screen looks insane. Like, having that much width is insane, but this is one reason why I've never gone to these screens. You might be able to tell on camera, one, the pixel density, the colors, it's dark, it's not that bright, you can't even really tell, but when you compare it to this screen is just so much crisper than this screen right here. It's hard to describe, but like, look how clear that is. And this display is as much as this display. This one's like $1,400 right here. So this is like similar price range. That's why I've never really gone for the ultra wides. I know that like the Odyssey Arc is better, but compared to the Apple colors that they get in the studio displays, it is unbeatable to me to match what it actually looks like on the Mac laptops. Here's in the future, probably told you how that worked and if we're gonna be keeping it, and we'll see. So let's look at the value of it. Samsung monitor retails for $1,184 and the eBay value is 420 bucks. That's not a great value when it comes to secondary market, but we're gonna add 420 bucks to the list, and that's gonna get us to our start. We've never had something like this. Oh yes. Dude, there's a lot of good stuff in here. We're gonna wait a little bit for this, because if this works, we're gonna switch to it. But let's go for this. All right.
Oh man.
Oh, great. Bad start.
That thing is smoked.
She is cracked.
Oh my god.
That's not great. I forgot even how much these go for, but that is damaged. Do you think somebody would buy that damaged?
I think it's worth maybe 25 bucks.
Let me see what it's really worth. Retail price this is $327. Secondary market is $225. Yeah, I'll probably put this on my website, harrisonnevel.com, for 50 bucks. If anybody's interested, this is a right-handed guitar. Still to this day, I've never gotten a lefty guitar in any of these storage units or videos. I'm such a guitar player now. All right, guys, gotta hop in here and give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is gonna be Whatnot. You guys know I've talked about Whatnot a ton here in the past on the channel, and it is a live selling, buying platform, but much more than that too. All day, every day, people are live on the platform selling items from every category that you can imagine. From sneakers to Labubus, even to Pokemon, which is one of my favorite things to get on there. You can buy cards live, you can buy shoes live that you wanna purchase in a buy it now or see if it's coming up live on an auction. And like I said, you can buy Pokemon on there, and this specific booster bundle right here, I purchased on the app, and I wanna give it away to you guys. How to win this Prismatic Evolution booster bundle right here is you have to, one, comment down below your Whatnot username, and the first entry option is to go ahead and sign up for Whatnot down below using my link. And if you guys want an extra entry, you can go ahead and spend the credit that you get when you sign up using my link. There's also the option to scan the QR code that you guys see up on the screen right now. So make sure you guys download the Whatnot app, check out all the different sellers and everything on the platform. And if you guys want this booster bundle right here, make sure you guys follow all the rules in the link down below. All right, so I'm gonna add 50 bucks to the list. Not great, because we paid 3 grand for this. Now that $3,000 number is after shipping. Shipping came from Vegas. Not cheap. I think it's like $600-700 bucks. All right, still going. Should we rip this other guitar? What's this? It's weird how some things are in boxes and some things are not. You know what it is? When you go to like, if you do an Amazon return, you go to UPS, they just give you this poly bag to put it in. This is a Logitech keyboard.
Definitely used.
Definitely used. Do you think it's broken though? These broke off, the 2 little stands. Actually, let me put some batteries in it and see. There's no value in this. They took the part that puts it onto the computer. You plug the USB in so you can use it on your computer. If that's not in here, then this thing has no value, so rip to that. and that's $0. You guys are wondering, like, when we buy these things, I can look up everything that's in there and see what my potential value would be based off of eBay listings. That's what that spreadsheet is. That's if everything in here works, that's how much this is worth. But again, like you just saw, you don't know if it's gonna work. We have the potential profit, I'll even tell you guys at the beginning, of $8,000. Not profit, sorry. Total value of $8,000. But as we're already seeing, we've lost probably 150 bucks out of 3 items. Not looking great. Let's go with this other guitar here. Not too optimistic.
I don't like it. It's not chipped.
Dude, there's no way I just said that. This is a left-handed guitar. Look at this. Oh my God, it is broken a little bit. Oh no, it's not. That is left-handed. The kid's guitar, this is a tiny guitar. Dude, I got a guitar now. It's just a little damaged. I wish this was a regular guitar, I would use it. What's the difference? Oh, this is a junky guitar. It doesn't even have, this is a painted on fretboard here. That's not even like, it doesn't have the actual things, it's just like little marks. This is a cheap guitar. Let's see how much it is. So, junior acoustic guitar for kids. Retail $72. This is probably worth what? 25?
25, yeah.
25 bucks. I'm not great at guitar. I want to learn how to play. I'm not good. So this is, let's just start talking about it. So Nick's been on Sony his most of filming career. Same with me. That's what I got on. I was like, Nick, Sony's the move. Canon is what I started on when I took photos at a car dealership. I had a Canon 7D. I was all Canon. Mirrorless came out with Sony, destroys Canon. Better. This is like the competition. I believe this is mirrorless. So this is the kit right here. This is a little bit damaged box. The EOS R8. R8. You know, we love R8s around here. Looks like it was opened. So let's see what's inside. Here we go. Please be in here. All right. We have a charger and a battery. Then we have a camera and a lens. But this isn't the only one. Ooh, let's see. This is kind of sleek. It does. Canon's had this way before Sony did, the flippable screen. For years, Nick and I filmed and it was only one way. It was only like this. And you could tilt up and down. That was pretty rough. But now they have it so you can vlog. Check the sensor. That's perfect. No damage there. And then this one comes with a lens, a little kit. That's all it's in here. This is a 24 to 50 little lens. But hold on. That's 24-50, but then we have, this is the most expensive thing in this palette, I think. This lens. I think this costs more than this.
Is that like the comparable to the G Master?
Yes, I believe. Again, I'm not big on Sony, but when I was looking at this palette and I saw these items, I was like, ooh, this might be one to change and try things up. Let's see if this battery's charged. Let's see if this turns on. Oh, no card and camera. There's obviously no lens on there. Let's put on this one first. So what we're gonna do, we'll put this on, see if it works, and if it works, then we will switch, or we'll check the value and then go for that. Set the lens to shooting position.
Do you think it'll look different?
Oh. That's what I'm curious if it will actually look different.
I don't know, the body shape is kind of weird.
Okay, now I'm recording Nick, but let's go for this. We're switching to my camera. Let's find the value of what this goes for. This camera bundle right here goes for brand new $1,864. That is the brand new price on this setup with this lens here. If this was to be sold on the secondary market, this kit is about 1,250 bucks. So you lose about $500-600 on it. That's a $5,000 rig that we got going on right there. So we're gonna have to see if it compares. So let's check out this lens. This is the most expensive part of this whole thing. So we have a little warranty. This is a lens bag. Okay, that's good, that's still there. This is a monster, I think. Lens hood. This is a head. I need to be careful if it's not already broken. Check this out. That looks clean. So yes, the red ring here indicates that this is like the G Master of Canon. So this is like huge compared to the camera. Let's take this off and put this on. We are about to, for the first time in how long, change to Canon for a video.
You might have done it in the past. I've never done it.
It's been years.
I've shot like on other people's Canons when they needed somebody to grab a camera real quick, but that's about it.
See, we gotta see. So this is gonna be a little bit farther away. Closer up, you're gonna have to stand farther away. So there we go. All right, let's switch over and switch to Canon. This is gonna be weird, but let's do it. All right, we are now on a new setup. I'm not sure how to feel. If it's gonna be more zoomed in, so it's gonna be more blur in the background. This lens, brand new, sells for $2,800. The one you're sitting on right now. Don't know if that'll be comparable and what you guys think. $2,000 for this lens. Sorry, almost $3,000 for this lens. Secondary market used, it goes for $1,800. Does this lens look like it's working and functioning?
It does. Is it locked though?
No?
Yeah, it is. There we go. I couldn't zoom. It was locked. Now I can.
Oh, so there we go. You can zoom crazy in. I probably look crazy.
Yeah.
$1,800. So cha-ching, add it to the list. That is one of the, this whole thing right here is like the most expensive part of this entire part. Like, whole thing. So I'm happy on that. We're gonna keep rocking this and hope that the video quality looks good and is not messed up. And then we'll get a review from you guys after the video. Should we switch to Canon from Sony? This is, I mean, on our end, it's Nick's choice because he's the one that holds the camera. So we'll get a review at the end by him. Let's keep going.
I can already give you one opinion. It's like the difference between knowing Final Cut Pro X and then trying to do Adobe.
It's gonna take some learning here. It's gonna take some learning. Let's go. We have a lot of the good items on the top, but I'm not gonna, let's keep moving through here. Another guitar, we're skipping that. We've already done so many guitars. Let's see what we got. All right, we have an espresso here. There's a couple of coffee items in here. Interesting. That didn't sound good. So here is the Nespresso, and let's check out. This is one of those things where I don't want like a nasty coffee machine used. There we go. I have used Nespresso in the past. Actually, I haven't, my wife did, but I make espresso. Here's the machine. It's definitely used. That's, ew. This is too used. Dang it. This is a high value item. I guess I can plug it in and see if it turns on, but, oh, it is blinking. So it powers on, it blinks colors. We do not have any Nespresso pods. Check this out. To me, it's gonna be hard for somebody to want this and this used of condition. If we cleaned it up maybe, but let's see how much this does go for. $245 brand new. On eBay user about $175. I'm gonna give that thing about 75 bucks of actual selling value. I don't see a ton of it for us here. There are other coffee machines in this palette that I am potentially going to try and try to make a coffee. I brought some coffee beans, but we'll have to wait. We'll have to see. We've got a Dust Buster Advanced right here. I'm not even pulling that out. Look at that. That is gross. There's like a mold on that. Cue the plus $0 on the screen. I don't like how much banging noises that all these boxes are making. Ooh, this is like one of the fifth most expensive things in this palette. This is a Gaggia espresso machine. Retails for about 450 bucks. This was one of the main ones that I was interested in seeing. I don't like how everything is thrown in here.
Oh, that is definitely used.
Yep. So I personally use a Breville Barista Express espresso machine. It's my dream to one day have a La Marzocco espresso machine, but I can't justify spending $5,000 on an espresso machine. We're gonna add some beans in. These are some locally roasted beans here. We're getting a blinking warning. Oh, what the? That's the water. Okay, that's how we steam the milk there. So I've been sitting here trying to get this to work. This indicator light means that something is out of place. I cannot find what that is because we have water, we have this puck holder there, and we cannot get it to start. So my guess would be is this is why somebody returned it, and that is a couple $100 off our value. Specifically, $449 off of the value. I will look into this. This could be a coffee shop to use here at the warehouse. We're not gonna be able to do that in its current state. All right, let's see. Let's go for this guitar here. All right, got a guitar case. It's showing Good Hope. An SE Guitars, PRS. If it's in this case, it should be more likely it's not damaged. Ooh, this is an electric guitar. Let's see.
Something's going on with the back.
No, it's just how these are made.
No, that plate's missing.
Oh, there is a plate missing. I think this is probably a floor model because it's got the clear stuff on there, but it's kind of peeling. See, like this is still on there. Unless somebody just bought it for the back plate.
I think somebody bought it, took something out of here.
Took the back plate off because everything else looks pretty good. How many times are you gonna hear that today? So this is a PRS. This is one of the most expensive. This retails for $800. Sells in the secondary market for $634 on eBay. So if this is $634 on eBay, it's like 350 bucks without the back plate. Because it's in good condition otherwise. No other damage. I'm gonna say 350. I'm gonna take this off because it'll make it look better. Already looking better. Just ignore the back of it. There also is supposed to be, yes, this in here. I'm skipping around. This is a DJI Ronin Steadicam. Now that we're switching to a new camera, it freaks me out a little bit that the audio is not gonna be the same, that something's wrong.
I definitely don't like it so far.
Don't like it so far, that's not a good sign for a $3,000 setup. All right, DJI Ronin, there it is. That looks like everything's there. The one thing is saying maybe something's missing there, but it has the bottom part. You have the stabilizer head right here with the sticker still on it. You have the handle, all the bolts here. It's looking good. DJI Ronin stabilizer is brand new, $216. This one's selling right now for $124 in its current condition. Back on the Sony, we did about 4 minutes of footage. Let us know in the comments which one you guys like. I'm not gonna do the whole one, the whole rest of it, because just in case something goes wrong. Move this to the side. I wanna see, let's rock through a couple of these here. This is supposed to be a leaf blower.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be super used.
That works. Leaf blower brand new is only 65 bucks. Secondary market goes about 45. We may keep this here to use it as cleanup, but this thing's ready to rock. We got a rug. Let's see how many stains are on it.
None.
It's actually a nice little outdoor rug. Not too shabby. Let's see what it goes for. Brand new, $105. Secondary market goes for $43 on eBay right now. This Roomba would be interesting because
I hate those, dude.
I don't like these. They're all right. I feel like if you have a very open floor plan house, like a single floor, it's not bad, but if you have multiple floors, it's just a little bit of a pain in my opinion. Actually, pretty good shape. The docking station. Oh.
Moved an inch.
That was short-lived. Let's leave it on there, see if it charges. I just don't even know if it's charging. This Roomba is $200 new, but only is selling for 45 bucks on eBay. There's a few things on here I feel like you guys won't care as much about. We got a Celestron Skymaster binoculars. These are about $110 new. I know binoculars can get very expensive. Don't know anything about these. Looks like they got the original case. Oh, these are way bigger than I expected. That doesn't look like there's any scratches or anything on there. This is so insanely zoomed.
Oh, peeper creeper over here.
So these do work. I tested them out outside. You just have to be looking at something way farther away than what's in this warehouse right here. But these are solid. They sell for about 65 bucks, and I think that this is a functioning pair of binoculars. All right, we got some random Amazon boxes. Ooh, here, super long. Oh, this is a fan. Oh my Lord.
That thing is broken.
Come look at it, it's absolutely busted. When I saw that, I was like, we're getting another fan in the warehouse. Cool it down. Now we're getting a big old red zero up on the screen. Back to back.
Oh, dude, that's dusty, crusty,
Dirty
bro.
vacuum. I already know where this is going. Cuisinart, espresso maker. Let us see. Ew, I see some food on.
Oh.
I'm not even going for
Dude,
it.
that is nasty.
What are y'all doing?
Returning used products is wild.
I mean, I could see if they bought it and had the intention of using it, stopped working and they had used it already because it stopped. Like I understand. It's, to me, that's
Pallet
alright.
has been used for years, dude.
Years is another thing. This is a Victrola, which should be a vinyl record. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually.
It's a rock.
This is an outdoor speaker. It's a rock speaker. So if you want to, like, in your backyard, have a whole setup and not have, you know, it look like a speaker. Here it is. Has a solar panel on the back, and that's what it looks like. I talked about, or I saw these on here. Guys, I'm telling you, I've looked through thousands of pallets. This one seemed to be good, but it's not been so far. Next up, Yola. This is pickleball paddles. We've been playing a lot of pickleball lately. You guys know that. We have a paddle here. This is a Yola. This should be the Perseus 16 millimeter. It is, and that's used. That is a used paddle right there. Comes with edge guard tape and then some overgrip there. These are solid paddles. Has some marks on it, but still, these sell for decent. I think brand new, these are like $280. There was 2 of them in here. Okay, yep. We have a paddle. It's not been replaced with rocks. There we go, yeah. So I've been trying out some Yolas lately. This is a good one. Maybe I'll throw in some footage of me playing. Past weekend, I just won a 4.5 men's doubles tournament. We went 7-0, crushed it. Duper's getting up there. Guys, you know I've been playing pickleball a lot, and I've been playing it like 6-7 days a week. So the Duper's getting up there if you play pickleball. And I know some people are gonna say, pickleball is lame, play tennis. I've played tennis as well. I enjoy pickleball more right now. Easier to play, easier to find people to play, and enjoying that. And we'll keep playing on that, but that's cool. Let's see what these are value-wise. I had these at $200 each. This one's new, the other one's like kinda used. So let's say 180 each. So at 360 bucks to the list. I feel like a lot of this stuff is gonna be things that you guys just absolutely don't care to see. We're gonna check them, see if they are functioning, and then add some value.
Dog.
Somebody punted that. A dehumidifier? Automatic hot water dispenser. Oh, it's just a hot water dispenser. Got a kettle. It's like a nice design kettle right here. All right, let's let this thing go for a minute and see. We'll come back in if it works. So I'm gonna skip some of the things you guys don't care about. And again, I'm gonna do the pop-up of price if it works. We have a hot water dispenser. We have a kettle from Nevel right here. We have Black & Decker. Yeah, this is one of those mini vacuums. I think there's actually 2 of those. It's not a good sound when you hear a big clank. Oh, we got a panini press. As my witness, Nick, will you tell them that this is warm and in fact working?
Yeah, I can feel it heating up. I can feel it heating up.
It's preheating now. All right, after our streak of non-functioning items, this Cuisinart does in fact work, and it is retail about $120, selling secondary for about $65. And we'll take 65 all day because we've been on a bad streak. All the bottom things are like appliances. Nevel toaster.
That's a nice toaster.
It's pretty nice. So we have the levels there. Look, it's still possible, and you could just glue something back on there.
Let's see if it actually works. I
Yeah.
hear it. And you click the cancel button. This is nice. You don't have to do this. You just go bink.
Brand new $100, secondary market $85 with the broken handle.
20 bucks.
Oh, this is a full espresso machine. This looks just like the Nevel. This is missing the top part where the beans grind. So we found holder for the beans. I thought that was gone, but that's there. We have that. We might be able to actually put some beans in here. Probably not the allotted amount, but all right, we got the espresso. Pack it down. Again, I don't know the grind settings on this. I don't know the exact amount we had. Might be the worst shot of espresso that I've ever seen.
You gonna take it?
Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. So the last 2 things that I feel like you guys might be interested in seeing is gonna be the switch and this Smeg toaster right here. I actually have Smeg toaster at home. I got it as a wedding gift, and they're actually pretty nice. All right, so we plugged in the Smeg. Let's see if this, oh, there we go. It looks like the prongs in the inside are a little bit off, and it's used, definitely, but looks like it works. Something like that though, it's not gonna go for a crazy amount of money. Brand new 250 in that condition. Probably keep in mind for the future, appliance pallets, probably not the move. But we had other things inside that made it worth it, potentially, like this right here. So we got a Switch 2. I feel like a lot of these pallets throw this in to up the value and just to add intrigue, which I'm not mad at. But let's see how this one looks. All right, the biggest test is obviously this screen right here to make sure it's not damaged.
That looks brand new.
Yeah, that looks, there's a little hair on it, but let's see if it turns on. Oh, there we go. All right, we went through this before. If you didn't watch the last video, here's us playing it on the Samsung Odyssey Arc. You can see we got it to work and everything, and shows how all that. This is not the Mario Kart bundle, but we have a Switch 2 that's working. These brand new go for $500, and used, do we remember what they sell for? They were going down. Used last sale is $406. I'm not gonna set it up because I'm gonna save it for you guys when I post it on my website. All right, so the total that we paid for the entire pallet was $3,345 for shipping, taxes, and everything. A little bit under, I would say probably about 30 to 40% of the items are in functioning working condition. So not a great rate, but let's find out how much everything is worth. Luckily, things like this, the screen was about $420 is working. The Switch is over $400. This is our biggest moneymaker right here. $1,800 worth lens. The body's worth about $1,200. And then we have all these items here. These are all the functioning items. Everything that you don't see here was not working or too dirty of a condition to even want to put some sort of value on. But our total of value of everything that you see here is $5,281. That's at sellable prices based off of eBay last sales, probably minus like 20-30% because we don't get those numbers all the time. So that minus our total of $3,345 is $1,936 of potential profit. And like we always say, it takes a little bit longer to get these things. It's not always gonna be a profit, but we are sharks now on the pallets that we buy because we don't wanna show you guys us buying trash. But if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like on the video and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Harrison signing out. YouTube thinks that you'll like the video that's up on the screen, so go ahead and check that out and subscribe if you enjoy the content.